So let's look live at SFO and Oakland airports on a morning where air travel is about to hit some turbulence in these United States. Here's your headline. The Federal Aviation Administration ordered a 10% reduction in air traffic. It's a phase-in that starts this morning. So look at this. You see the 40 airports ordered by the feds to cut back on flights or they will face fines. And our airports, you can see on the map, they are right there on the screen. So 4% fewer flights in the air today, increasing to a total of 10% fewer next week. Here's the impact. More than 800 flights already this morning canceled in our country. The FAA saying those cuts will make flying safer because of shortages of air traffic controllers as the government remains shut down. So let's go live to Veronica Macias at SFO. So Veronica, the big question is this. When those travelers show up, what are they seeing and what are they talking about?
Good morning. Well, passengers this morning don't seem too angry, but definitely anxious about the situation. They're coming up to the board and they're not seeing a lot of cancellations at this hour, though FlightAware is showing a total of 41 cancellations. And by looking at the board, you have regional flights that are canceled, places to Seattle, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Fresno, and Denver. And we also know that things are expected to worsen over the weekend. But already this morning, a lot of anxiety here at the airport over at TSA. There's 13,000 workers expected to handle this workload here. They've been going without pay. They're exempt from the furloughs and having to show up to work without any pay. So far, for people's safety here, these reductions are being taken, and people seem to understand that this morning. Airlines like United say international and hub-to-hub flights are not impacted. It's regional and domestic mainline flights that are not traveling between major hubs. Southwest and Delta say the vast majority of their flights won't be impacted. This morning, though, I met a family who was all go. They were ready for this curveball. Mom and dad, they were proactive.
So far, so good. I mean, we saw the alert last night, so we actually booked 2 flights to Hawaii. One's refundable. If the first one doesn't go, the second one hopefully will.
We'll get there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so mom also says they took some action there getting to Hawaii, but if they get stuck in Hawaii, not a bad situation. You may have a different scenario that might not be so pleasant to be stuck in. So we do know that United, American, Southwest, Delta, they're waiving the change and the cancellation fees for people. And remember, the Department of Transportation within the last year changing their rules. So if you have a flight that's delayed for more than 3 hours, you can ask for that refund, and it should be prompt, given within 7 days. Coming up later in a few hours, we're also going to be getting an update from United on the changes they're making and the impacts expected here at SFO. Right now, not too bad, but expected to worsen.
Certainly, the inbound flights for those who are leaving right now and coming back will be much different as those changes really roll out to that 10% mark across the country. Veronica, thanks. And just want to take you live right now to Oakland Airport. I'm on a text thread right now with somebody who is standing in front of these monitors and looking at the impacts out of Oakland. This is Oakland Terminal 2. Here's what I'm being texted. 3 canceled departures, 1 canceled arrivals. But there are 5 departures that are delayed by about 30 minutes to an hour. So when you hear of that family talking about how they are facing longer delays there at SFO, that hour, maybe even 2 hours, doesn't seem quite as bad. There's another impact to talk about here aside from your people travel. It's your package travel. So get this, air cargo planes used by companies like FedEx and UPS, they are also a part of these flight reductions. So word this morning is that you can expect a slowdown in your shipping of packages and also supply chains, not only for people, but businesses. All of this